President Trump is moving to rebrand the Pentagon, bringing back the old name Department of War. President Trump plans to sign an executive order authorizing the Department of Defense to use the name Department of War as a secondary title. The original Department of War was established in 1789 and was renamed to the Department of Defense following post-World War II military reorganization in 1947.
So the president is expected to sign an executive order tomorrow, Friday, and he's going to be authorizing a second title for the Department of Defense, calling it the Department of War. We can't say he's renaming it because he would actually need authorization from Congress to rename the department. It was essentially and originally the Department of War until about 1947 when President Truman changed the name and brought in some more agencies and military institutions under its umbrella.
The change will allow official usage of secondary titles like Secretary of War and Department of War in communications and public materials. The legal designation remains Department of Defense unless Congress acts. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth will oversee the rollout, including signage and title updates, and propose steps to make the name change permanent.
You know, it didn't sound good. Defense. What are we defense? Why are we defense? So it used to be called the Department of War, and it had a stronger sound. And as you know, we won World War I, we won World War II, we won everything. Now we have a Department of Defense with defenders. I don't know. If you people want to, standing behind me, if you take a little vote, if you want to change it back to what it was when we used to win wars all the time, that's okay with me. All right? You let me know if you want to do it. I think Department of War. It just sounded better. You said, sir, on behalf of the Department of Defense. Defense. I don't want to be defense only. We want defense, but we want offense too.
Trump and Hegseth have framed the change as a push for a renewed warrior ethos, emphasizing assertiveness and strength. Trump stated defense is too defensive. We want to be offensive too. While Hegseth commented that U.S. victories were achieved when the military operated as the Department of War.
I'll say this, we won World War I and we won World War II, not with the Department of Defense, but with the War Department, with the Department of War. As the president has said, we're not just defense, we're offense. We're reestablishing at the department the warrior ethos. We want warriors, folks that understand how to exact lethality on the enemy. We don't want endless contingencies and just playing defense. We think words and names and titles matter. So we're working with the White House and the president on it.
A formal renaming requires an act of Congress, but the administration expects Republican support given their slim majority. The rebranding effort will demand updates to letterheads, signage, and digital resources across U.S. and overseas facilities, with cost comparisons drawn to a prior base renaming initiative. Department of War. Is this just symbolism? Do you think the U.S. is embracing aggression with the name change? And do you consider the name change moving from defense to war as analogous with going from protection to provocation? Let me know your thoughts.